We reached out to the university to talk to them about what opportunities were available for specialty crops. There were some hobby growers here in Nebraska, so we knew they could grow well, but nobody had commercially grown. Once we put the first varieties in and then reached out to them and told them what our long-term plans were, things started to work from there.
Hops, they're a really attractive plant to grow, and you do it right, you can receive quite a bit of profit from it, but there's a significant amount of work that goes into it, and it can be quite challenging.
For us, starting a new crop in the state, there wasn't a lot of people to go talk to or history to work from. So from the beginning, the university has been helpful in all those areas.
We're constantly learning. Every day I go out in the field, I learn something different. We were able to evaluate the different cultivars and how they performed agronomically, just kind of trying to stay one step ahead of the curve.
The first year when we were open, we focused specifically on the ag. Once we got enough brewers that were using our hops, we opened the tasting room up and we rotate the taps because we've got so many brewers now that are brewing with the hops. We're able to also promote them as well and using a local product and then be able to serve that product here at the yard where those ingredients come from. It's a great relationship. The best part of post-harvest is having those hops brewed in a beer, sitting out here at the hop yard with that brewer and drinking that beer and talking about how the Nebraska terroir has a special effect on those hops and the flavoring and what it does to the beer. Terroir is something that we learned about when we started growing because some of the aromas that come off of our hops are truly different than what we find in the Pacific Northwest. It's the soil, it's the climate, it's the region. It could be the difference between a hop growing on a hill versus a hop growing on the bottom, and that all plays into the flavor and the profile of what you get out of that plant.
As they've expanded their operation here, they've looked at the ones that have done well, they've spoken to brewers, and the ones that the brewers really want, they've expanded on that. The craft beer industry really took off a few years before the hop industry took off, and trying to create the volume that the brewers need and create the quality that they've been buying from the Pacific Northwest or from Germany or from elsewhere. So we're still building up to that, and Midwest is really leading that charge as far as creating that quality product.
We consider ourselves almost a craft hobby grower, I would say, similar to the craft brewers. So there's a lot of specialization that we put into what we're doing, and I think the Nebraska brewers appreciate that.